Welcome, everybody. We are back again for another game here. This is the VCS, and it's going to be an amazing one. We have Dying Kinda Sucks versus A5 for the Week 3 game. Interesting enough, this team here, both of these teams here, are actually 0-2 for the season. So it's going to be interesting to see who can pull out and get their first win. On paper, Dying Kinda Sucks does have a little bit higher PR rating than A5. So it's going to be an interesting one here. A5 does have that Immortal, and Frosty Lights is their Immortal and is known for carrying here. So it's going to be a great one. We're getting in here into Agent Select.
To talk.
Go Ask Alice is hovering that Omen. She is known as an Omen main here. Sanguine also hovering Sova. Very well known for playing Sova. Interesting team comp coming from A5 here with experience locking in the Rays. Looks like the teams are just hovering here. But I am extremely excited to see this because, like I said, it's going to be an 0-2 versus an 0-2. With Dying Kinda Sucks being the better team, they do have the most even spread of skill, being that Sanguine, Avatar, Bazinga, Black Swan are all platinums, and Maddie is their silver 1. On A5, Go Ask Alice is gold, Clinical is bronze, Artemis, Methodical are silver, and Frosty Lights is immortal. But Dying Kinda Sucks does have I believe, a sub. Yeah, Bazinga and Gigi, by the way, are both subs. So I think that might even out the spread a little bit. Dying Kinda Sucks do have the subs, but they are on the higher end. But we will be getting into it here. And Ascent we are playing on is going to be a great match. This is my favorite map of all time. And this is going to be their first match together. And it does look like all right, it does look like, I believe this is Dying Kinda Sucks. Is going to be looking at an A-sided push here. Oh, no, excuse me. A5 is going to be looking at A-sided push here with 2 pushing down Cat. They're going for an even split here with the Sobadrome coming out of A main, and Ray's just going to be going on site immediately. Sanguine is going to be taking out 2 of them on Cat. Ooh. What a clean game there. With the flawless out of Dying Kinda Sucks. They all just kind of got taken out. And that was a tough one. Not much you can say too much, except everyone was using their util on A5, and they tried to take the site, but that Raze nade was humongous. Yeah, that Raze nade from Black Swan was humongous to stall that push and to do all that damage, so Sanguine can come in there and get a couple kills. Black Swan got the double kill, but on to the next round. Does look like they're going to be trying to take mid control here. A5 pushing up mid, taking that mid control. They do smoke off Sanguine here in Cat. They do pick off GG, by the way, in market, and they're going to be taking that market control to see. It looks like they're going to be pushing B side here. They do have 2 on B for Dying Kinda Sucks. They do take out Avatar, and they are currently on B side. So they do not know that
1 enemy remaining.
Go Ask Alice is going to take out that last enemy here on B side to secure the B side, but they don't know where Sanguine is, and Go Ask Alice does get that last kill to secure the win, and putting it to 1-1 here for A5. That was an interesting take. They didn't push anyone through any of the mains, not A main or B main. They just straight up took 5 through mid and was able to take B control. They got the trades, and they made it happen. That was great. Goescal is coming up with 2 big kills there to secure that win. It does look like
Revealing area.
A5 is more of a split here. They're spreading out their team. They're seeing 3 A side and 2 A side and 3 B side. And 2 top cat now looking to take some more control of mid. Peter, by the way, does see a couple get taken out by A5 Frosty in mid. Black Swan's going to be throwing the nade out cat and retreating here as 2 other members were putting some pressure from the A5 side. So Ascal is a little bit stuck here in bottom mid, but is able to get out. Now A5 has 4 members sitting in mid, kind of deciding to get some information to see where they can push. But Dying Kinda Sucks does have 3 members on that A side with their Sova sitting back spawn in mid, as it does look like A5 is going to be taking mid control yet again, and they're going to be looking for a B push with 2 B main and 2 pushing up mid here. Artemis Unknown going to be pushing up. Putting the alarm back down, but it does get taken out by Black Swan. Goescalis kills Black Swan, and Murkyu gets the trade here to put it at a 3v4 in the favor of A5 here. Bomb's going to be going down on B site. And let's see if Dying Kinda Sucks can get this retake here. Clinical's holding that high angle to watch for that side take, but St. Green did a nice arrow to reveal everybody else, and the arrow wasn't enough, and A5 is going to be able to secure that win, putting them 1 and 2. I'm sorry, 2 up right now. Yet again, we're seeing some good trades from A5. They're taking a lot of mid control, which is I love to see. Not a lot of people like to take mid control, but mid is a very important part in the game called Valorant. Every map, if you can get the mid control, you take the site. And A5 is showing you how that works.
Right here.
It does look like A5 is going to be looking for another A push with 3 through B main. Sanguine getting the nice pick on the Goescalis in mid, putting it at a 5v4 in favor of Dying Kinda Sucks, but it does look like A5 is going to be really pushing hard on this A with 4 members coming out of A main. Black Swan is trapped under hell. They know where Black Swan is, but Black Swan is going to be taken out by A5 Frosty's shock dart. But GG, by the way, does get that counter kill with the Marshall. GG, by the way, going to be pushing out on Heaven here. Killjoy ult does go down on the side of A5 to try to get that hold. GG, by the way, going to be a nice headshot on Artemis Unknown, but A5 Frosty is able to get that return kill. 2 members of Dying Kinda Sucks heavy control. Sanguine does get that pick on Clinical. We get a 2v1, and Navatar gets that last securing kill on A5 Frosty with a great retake by Dying Kinda Sucks to put it up 2-2 here. What a great retake. I think it was kind of a tough hold from A5. A lot of people were wide in the open. Not a lot of people were looking at Heaven. The hold was a little bit tough for them. But nonetheless, these close rounds are really what's deciding here how this game is going to go down. It looks like it's going to be a close game.
Placing alarm bomb.
Even though Dying Kinda Sucks did get that pick to begin the round to put them up ahead, A5 was able to take the site pretty easy with no one really holding down the A side. But it does look like A5 is going to be looking for more of a B-sided control push here with 2 through B main and 3 through mid. They shoot Sanguine's dart to kind of take some more mid control. A smoke does go down on that, but Sanguine's drone does reveal a couple, and Sanguine's going to be able to take out 2 here in mid and retreat. 2 free kills with 2 still left. 2 members of A5 still left. 3 actually in B main. Kind of trapped. Does look like Dying Kinda Sucks is trying to get, trying to get some more control from behind. And in front, GG, by the way, is going to be able to take out Artemis in B main, and Black Swan is going to take out Clinical with the shotgun. Experience gets a pick on GG, by the way, in the back of B main. and he knows it's coming for him. And Black Swan does take out experience. So that can be main to secure another win for Dying Kinda Sucks. That's a tough one. I really like to see that everyone's trying to take mid control. A5's really working to get that mid control so they can take the sides from different angles, split the attention of Dying Kinda Sucks. But the execution's not where you want it. They're not watching every angle. You know, Sanguine was able to pop out and get 2 of them there in mid to take away that mid control. They were already up so far, and they were kind of just sitting there, and A5 got punished for that. So,
Get out of my way.
start of round 6, A5 is going to be pushing 4 through A main here with Omen chilling on top. Jed ult going to be coming out from Clinical here. Not going to be able to catch anybody. Black Swan's going to be targeted by the drone, and getting double ulted from Experienced and Frosty. Experience does get to pick on Black Swan to secure around here, or secure the site hit. With another kill coming out from Clinical on GG by the way with the Jet ult. Putting that for a 3v5. 3v5 retake for Dying Kinda Sucks. Going to be a very tough retake, but the ult does go down for Dying Kinda Sucks to kind of give them some more room. Oh no. Clinical is going to be getting detained. Avatar is going to be able to pick him off here. A5 Frosty is going to absolutely get 2 picks there. Shoots the arrow bottom. Avatar is getting revealed right now. They all know where he is. And Go Ask Alice is able to get the penetration kill on Avatar in hell to secure another win for A5. Pushing it to 3-3. That was a great take by A5. Great take, great hold. Even though that ult came down from Dying Kinda Sucks, A5 was able to, you know, get out, reset, and come back in. A5, that was a beautiful take. They utilized their ults and their util to take the site, and they were able to get picks. That was just a great take by A5. They didn't have to take mid control or anything. They just used their util, took the site, and that's what you like to see. Start around 7 here.
Ahead.
A5 is going to be pushing the B side. A5 Frosty is going to be revealed by the Sanguine dart in B main and taken out by the Odin through the wall. GG, by the way, pushing bottom mid to try to take some mid control. Does get tagged by the enemy Omen. OS Alice is going to be taking out GG, by the way, in bottom mid, and A5 is going to take that mid control back away from Dying Kinda Sucks. A5 is going to be looking more towards an A push, it looks like, sending 3 up cat, 2 up cat, 1 through mid. The Omen's going to be coming upon 2 more in mid. Go Ask Alice is kind of alone here in the market area, trying to smoke herself off, try to TP and get out. But Black Swan is going to be taken out by Clinical as they're pushing up cat to take A side. No one is on this A side, and A5 takes the A side for free as Artemis Unknown gets the bomb down. Completely free take. It's a 3v3 now as Avatar takes Go Ask Alice out. And it's going to be a 3v3 retake for Dying Kinda Sucks. Murky's going to be pushing Heaven here with Sanguine as the dart goes down to try to get some information, but no one is hell, so that information is null here. But they do have some heavy control here. Let's see if they can push and get to the side. Avatar's going to be pushing out of door. Sanguine taking out Artemis Unknown, Murky taking out Clinical. Clinical does take out Avatar in the beginning here, and Experience takes out Murky to make it a 1v1 here. But Experience is going to be able to take out Sanguine from A main to secure a win for A5. It does look like the rotates are kind of not going too well for Dying Kinda Sucks. They're trying to get that mid control, but, you know, GG, by the way, didn't have a lot of help from any of his team to take mid control. It's just kind of, you know, GG by himself. So we'll see how they'll work around this mid control. Either they give it up or they keep, you know, trying to take it but not succeeding. But it just look like Dying Kinda Sucks is splitting to 2A, 2B, 1 mid. A Frosty does get a pick on Sanguine here with the ops from mid. Go Ask Alice is pushing up mid as Clinical takes out Black Swan and B main. Go Ask Alice grabs another one on GG, by the way, to put it a 2v5 in the favor of A5. A5 can literally do whatever they want at the moment, but it looks like they're deciding to push A with the last 2 members of Dying Kinda Sucks actually on A. Dart coming out. A5 Frosty's going to get the pistol kill on Avatar. To secure they take here. They don't know where Mercu is. But Experience is going to throw that nade and get the pick on Experience or get the pick on Mercu and Hell. Some really, really good picks coming from A5 early. And it just allows them to do kind of whatever they want. You know, Dying kind of sucks. Tried to take that B main control and really push out with those two players. And did get picked off. So even though A5 are getting those picks, I still feel like it's a pretty close game.
Let's flush them out.
But some very good execution, very good picks coming from A5 to secure these rounds. It is now 3-5 in the favor of A5 here on the 9th round of the first half. A5 is going to be looking at 4 players here coming out of A main. Jet's going to be trying to jiggle to get some information out of A main, but Avatar is on A side generator, and they don't clear it, and Experience goes down to Avatar actually. But 3 members are pushing onto A as Go Ask Alice takes out Avatar on the generator. And it's going to be a 4v3 in the favor of Dying Sucks. As Clinical and A Frosty get a pick on Gigi, by the way, and Sanguine. And A Frosty gets another op shot on Black Swan. And Mercu is the last member of Dying Sucks, trying to, you know, doing a 1v3 retake here. Mercu not having a lot of money for the next round. It looks like he's going to have to save here. And A5 yet again just showing that dominance on their takes, using their util to take the site. And there's nothing really that Dying Suckers are doing. You know, they're keeping 1 on site. And if you're in a 1v5 situation, the odds of you winning that are incredibly low. So either,
No charges left.
you know, you got to try to get a pick and get out, or just try to get out and play a full-on retake. But it does look like A5's going to be able to take out enough people to take that round and secure another win for them. But it does look like there is going to be a pause here. Black Swan call a pause. Don't know exactly why, but yet again, it looks like the team communication and the team plays are going really well for A5 here. They're just taking that mid control, and I love to see it. I really love to see that mid control taken. If Dying Sucks can just put a couple people mid, 2, 3 for the best, to take that mid control, it might change the flow of this game, because A5 is just doing nothing but taking that mid control. And it's working out for them a lot. They're getting their picks, and they're getting it done. It looks like we are going to be resuming here. I do like to see aggression coming from the defensive side. A lot of people just sit and they wait for the team to take you, but you know, a lot of people don't realize that when you push out and you get that aggression, you'll get information. And once you get information, you can make better decisions. And it looks like a lot of what Dying Sucks is doing is just playing back and just kind of reacting to what A5 is doing instead of being proactive. So I'd love to see Dying Sucks kind of take some initiative here. But getting into the 10th round in the first half, it does look like A5 is going to be more pushing the A side yet again. They're a little bit more split with the Omen kind of lurking here. Go Ask Al is going to be looking for the B main push because they are known for pushing here. A5 is going to be throwing that ult out onto A and getting that pick on the Black Swan. Frosty gets a nice pick. Avatar gets the return kill on Clinical in Garden as A5 is going to be pushing the A side. Another pick coming out from the Sanguine dart. Sanguine's doing amazing here. These two souls are going at it. Experience gets the wallbang kill on GG, by the way, to make it a 3-3 take here. Bomb is not down on A side yet, with 2 members of A5 on A. As the bomb gets down now, A Frosty is opting out of A main here.
Spike planted.
Another retake from Dying Sucks, but Experience does go down, or does get taken out by Sanguine to make it a 2v2.
Enemy remaining.
Sanguine gets a nice pick on A5 Frosty here out of A main with the Marshall. Avatar gets a return kill on Go Ask Alice to secure a nice 3v3 retake for Dying Sucks.
You really expect them to work.
And that was good. Dying Sucks fought for this site, and that's what you want to see. You want, if you have the numbers, I don't recommend giving up the site. You want to fight for it, get as many kills as you can, try to trade them out to kind of deter them away from taking that site, and that's what you saw. You know, A5 did get a pick, but they got a return pick from Dying Kinda Sucks, and then Dying Kinda Sucks kind of fought for that fight and just refused to let them get that bomb down. And once they did, it was a 3v3 retake, which is a lot easier than a 5v5, I'd say. And put them up 4v6.
Scanning
Start of the
ahead.
next round here, A5 is going to be looking at 5 players towards the B side. And they're just kind of waiting for that push, because you did see a push a couple times from Dying Kinda Sucks. It didn't work out, so they're waiting for it. But they're sending 4 members through B main, so A5 can get those picks. But Black Swan does get the kill on A5 Frosty, as A5 kind of pushes mid by himself and gets taken out here. But it does look like A5 is going to be trying to take some control here and get some distance to take the B side, but they are getting taken out. GG, by the way, is going to be taking out Go Ask Alice here in B main. And Experience is taking out the GG, by the way. Black Swan's getting the pick, and he gets a double kill on Experience and Artemis to secure the retake. What a beautiful retake by Dying Kinda Sucks. Like I said, they got that pick out mid on A5 Frosty, which put them up 5v4, and they kind of knew-ish where everyone was.
Last round.
And they fought for the site, and they held it, and they brought themselves up 5-6. If they can get one more round, it's going to be great going into attack for them. You want to get at least 5 rounds on attack, so A5 is kind of in the area you want to see them for success. But these games, like I said, these rounds are really close. Just these small things can make or break a game. And it does look like A5 is kind of straying away from the mid control these past couple rounds, and only sending like 1 or 2. But at the start of this last round here,
Revealing area.
A5 is going to be looking for a 4-man push, 3-man push out of A main, actually, with the dart going down on A site to kind of clear that out. But there's absolutely no one from Dying Kinda Sucks on the A site. Looks like they're just going to try to give it to them and try to go for a retake. But A5 doesn't know whether they're on site or not. They don't know whether it's mid here. You know, 2 people are up. And they get the door down. A5 Frost is going to be taking out Black Swan with the op out of A main here. Bomb does go down on A, and they're going to just be playing for another retake here. Clinical is going to be taken out by Sanguine here in Garden. Boaz House is going to get that blind on 2 members in Garden and gets the retake for the re-kill. Boaz House is going to be blind and get taken out by GG, by the way, in Garden, making it a 3v2 retake here in favor of Dying Kinda Sucks.
1 enemy remaining.
Avatar getting another kill here on Artemis Unknown. And it does look like it's going to be a tough one. They don't know where Frosty is. Frosty's actually in Garden. He does get that pick, but it just wasn't enough here. And the retake is successful there from Dying Kinda Sucks to push the half 6-6. And that was a good half. You know, it was really good to see Dying Kinda Sucks kind of reevaluate what was going on with them. You know, even though they really didn't take mid control that much, they gave it up a little bit more. You know, it wasn't half. They just gave it up. They didn't try to fight for it. You know, they played maybe one person kind of sitting back with a shotgun, but, you know, that worked out for them. And they were able to bring it back to a 6-6 half. So it's going to be interesting to see how A5, you know, returns the favor on the defensive side. And it's going to be interesting to see how Dying Kinda Sucks, you know, takes these sites. It does look like in this first round of the half, they're going to be putting 5 people here in A main, with, you know, Jet the only one here from A5. It does look like A5 is going to be looking at mid. They don't see anything. They get some smokes off. That kind of, you know, reason here that no one's really on A, and Avatar is going to get taken out. Go Ask Alice here to give them the site, and Black Swan's going to be taking out Clinical as well, as he was kind of stuck there. And they're able to get the bomb down on A site. You know, Dying Kinda Sucks taking out another person. Avatar takes that Experience.
Player standing.
Ooh, and Avatar is going to be taking out A5 Frosty. Avatar is just going to run up here and gets another pick for a flawless round. Not for Dying Kinda Sucks. What a great take. What a great take. They played it really slow, which, you know, could definitely work out. You know, they played just the right amount of slow to not give, you know, A5 information on where they were. And when A5 kind of figured out where they were, it was a little bit too late. You know, Clinical was kind of by himself there on that site, and you know, that arrow was just tough. He had to smoke himself, and everyone kind of realized where he was, and that was just a tough one for A5. But the next round here, they're going to be sending the opposite. They're going to be sending 5 people here through B main, as A Frosty is going to be flanking actually through mid. Going to see if he can get behind him. As there's still 5 members just sitting here in B main. A5 on the flank here. A5 going to take out GG, by the way, and Avatar is going to return the favor as they're trying to rotate out. But it's a little bit too late, as it does look like A5 is going to be trying to push to get that kind of counter push. But
Gone here.
they do lose another member of their team. Clinical is going to be holding the Marshall here from BCT. And they're going to be able to flash him out to get out of there. As they're now working for a rotate here. Dying kind of sucks is trying to get through mid to kind of get a rotate to see if maybe they can give it another try on A, but they don't know Glass Alice is actually sitting here in mid. Runs out of bullets trying to tag everybody up, and Sanguine is able to take out Glass Alice in mid, as they know Clinical is actually sitting on A side. Clinical's getting a pick on Mercu as they're coming through Garden.
30 seconds
They
left.
don't want to mess with
Last
Clinical, so they
player
all
standing.
go through that Garden area up into Heaven, as Black Swan kind of gets the flank through Heaven. I don't know if, you know, Clinical heard him or not, kind of pushing up there, but they're able to kind of push these weird off angles, and I kind of sucks gets another round on attack there. I was a little bit worried that they were, you know, taking a little while to come out of B main, you know, sitting 5 members there with Frosty flanking. Frosty was able to get a pick, but they returned it, and they were able to get out and kind of reset for that A push, and it was successful for them. They didn't have to get the bomb down. They killed everybody, and that was kind of the round. So these successful picks are what's really working for Dying kind of sucks. And it looks like they're going to be putting Black Swan on the B main lurk, as 4 members are sitting A. Clinical does spot Reyna. Get some information, backs out, and we're going to be a slow push here. A5 is looking for just to get a little bit of information. They are playing pretty far back. They have 3 members on the A side, because Dying kind of sucks did put a lot of pressure and got a lot of information for them on that side, but they don't commit. They're kind of getting a little bit of a reset. Black Swan's going to be taking some market control here, as they keep 2 members A main for Dying kind of sucks. Dying kind of sucks switches to get that mid control. Black Swan sees Artemis, tosses the nade into back of spawn. Bomb buddy goes off. But Black Swan's going to be by himself in the B area, and A Frosty's going to be getting the pick on Black Swan. Avatar is going to get the pick on Clinical over on A. It does look like Clinical was
30
trying to
seconds
lurk,
left.
trying to see if they can get a pick, but they punished him for it. Yet another rotate here from Dying kind of sucks, as Avatar gets the pick again in spawn with that lurk. He does see another member. Alice does get the return kill on Avatar to put it as a 2v3 here in favor of A5 on the retake. Bomb does go down on A. Or he's kind of holding the generator area to see if they can get enough information. But Alice breaks the door, pushes out, gets the pick on Mercu. Make it a 1v3 situation. It is winnable, as a lot of members...
Player standing.
Ooh, that was a tough one. GG, by the way, did have the health advantage, but not the man advantage. If he was able to do a couple of those kind of swings and see if they can get it, he would have won. But
Sacrifice for nothing.
A5 Frosty's able to get that last kill with 30 health remaining to get a win. And that was an interesting round. It didn't look like they wanted to commit really anywhere they went until they had to commit. You know, they did push a lot A side. That kind of sucks. Pushed a lot more A side in the beginning. They used some util, got some information. Kind of went to mid to go back to A, but didn't really do it, so they went to B and then went back to A. It was kind of a lot of weird decision making, but they ended up planning on A and losing that round. But the next round here, Dying kind of sucks. It's sitting 4 members in A main, trying to get some information. No one is pushing B side at all from Dying kind of sucks. A5 kind of playing a little bit back. Alice pushing mid here to try to get some information. Black Swan's going to be spotted out by the bomb buddy from Experienced on Cat. And another slow push here. It looks like they're just kind of getting some information. 3 members of A5 are going to be on the A side. Drone coming out of Garden to kind of reveal somebody. They get some information. The ult comes out from Frosty. Does get a tag and gets a pick on Sanguine, and Clinical gets another pick on Avatar as Goas Gallus gets another pick on Gigi, by the way. Making it a 2v5 in favor for A5 now. And they have that mid control, and that's what you want. They get the mid control a little bit late, but Dying Kinda Sucks was a little bit late for the push anyway. The last 2 members of Dying Kinda Suck are going to be stuck here on the mid link kind of area. Experience is going to be taken out by Black Swan in the mid link. Sees Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets that pick on Mercu. Blind comes out from Gonzalez. Doesn't hit Black Swan. Black Swan's going to be kind of stuck and gets spammed to the wall by A5 Frosty. And that's another win with 4 members alive for A5. These slow pushes, they were kind of working for Dying Kinda Sucks at the beginning, but it does look like A5's kind of figuring out, you know, what's going on. That they're just kind of playing for information. They're not really splitting. They're just using 5 in one area. So, you know, A5 is taking advantage, you know, pushing out, you know, where they don't suspect anyone is, and getting that mid control kind of in the middle of the round there and got a couple picks, and that's, you know, that's really why A5 won that round. But now it does look like Dying Kinda Sucks is going to split up a little bit. They're going to send 3 through A main here and 2 through B main. But A5 Frosty is going to be doing a lot of util here to get some information. He does know that at least 1 member of Dying Kinda Sucks is in B main. He's holding the arrow here. Going to see if he can get some damage. But Dying Kinda Sucks rotates a couple members from that A main area to more of the B side. And Goas Alice is going to be chilling in mid here. Trying to get some information. Sanguine's going to be throwing that drone out mid to try to get some more information. To try to make mid control. Spots out Alice in bottom mid. Alice going to be blind in here through mid. Doesn't know there's actually 3 members of Dying Kinda Sucks on the other side of the mid wall here. And Dying Kinda Sucks kind of pushes them out of that mid control area. But A5 Frosty is going to get the pick on Gigi, by the way. And it's a 2v5 in the favor of A5 here. And yet again, we're seeing, you know, kind of a replay of what happened last round. But Sanguine's able to take out Goas Gallus with that Marshall in mid link. And these last 2 members, Dying Kinda Sucks, are, you know, stuck in that mid link area. But Sanguine's able to get another pick on Clinical here. All he has to do is get 1 more. But A5 is going to get Mercu, and Experience is going to get Sanguine to secure another round. 4-5, making it 8-9 in the second half here. Yet again, I just think these slow pushes are kind of the downfall of Dying Kinda Sucks. You know, they're not really committing. You know, I like to see that the mid control is happening, but with the information that they're gathering, they got to make a decision. And Dying Kinda Sucks is putting all 5 members here on the A main area. Experience throws out that bomb buddy to kind of get some information. He does know at least 2 members of Dying Kinda Sucks here on the A main area. And that's enough information to get Frosty to rotate here to put 3 more towards the middle. As Goas Alice is holding that mid control, gets no information. Knows at the least that there's no one mid. But still, Dying Kinda Sucks still playing a little bit slow here, and actually now rotating all their members out to look at mid. Some of them going through spawn. The drone comes out from Frosty to get some information. Doesn't see anybody mid.
Right
So
here.
A5 is just going to keep 2 on A. Going to put Frosty mid to get some more information. Frosty does have that arrow up. And it's going to be an incredibly slow round here from Dying Kinda Sucks, which could work for them, but they are pretty split. 2 members of Dying Kinda Sucks are in B main currently, and 3 members from
Area.
Dying Kinda Sucks are A. Oh, it does look like the ult goes down from Mercu here to kind of deter them and get that
30
rotate
seconds left.
from A5, and it works. A is completely open. The bomb's going to be going down by GG, by the way.
Spike planted.
And they're going to get a free bomb plant with the fake coming out.
Satchel out.
Experience is going to be getting some heaven control here as A5 looks to get the retake. Murky's going to be taking out Go Ask Alice in mid. As he's lurking. Experience gets a pick on GG, by the way, to make it a 4v4. But Black Swan's going to get the return kill on Artemis Unknown, and Avatar is going to get another kill on Frosty to make it a 4v2 bold.
One enemy remaining.
Avatar gets another pick, and Black Swan gets a pick to secure the win. That slow play really worked out for Dying Kinda Sucks. They played it really slow, got some information, and then they realized, hey, maybe I can throw this ult down and get them to rotate. And it worked. They threw the ult down B main, and it caused, A5 to rotate all their members to give Dying Kinda Sucks an easy take on a free take. And they just held down the side very well, and they got that win. Incredibly close game from both teams.
No prisoners.
And this is the game you want from two teams that are even in the series. It's 0-2 and 0-2. So whoever wins this game gets the first win of the season. As A5 Frosty is going to get a pick on Avatar, and GG by the way, is going to get a pick on Frosty in B main. The Experience is going to get a pick on Black Swan here in the mid area. And the last two members of Dying Kinda Sucks are in that B main area, and A5 has pretty good mid control. Go Ask Alice at the bottom, experienced in Cat, and it looks like they're playing a little bit slow. They do have money here. Dying Kinda Sucks does have money. They could kind of do whatever they want. They could win this. All they have to do is get a pick. The enemy, Artemis is really low, so if they can get this pick on Artemis, is really going to secure a free B take. As A5 is very spread out. They have two people kind of towards the B side and two people towards the A side. As Experience is kind of holding this cat area and is going to be able to see a couple coming from mid link, but they decide not to move. Experience is going to get a pick on Sanguine and get that last kill on Mercu in mid as they were trying to rotate. Pushing at 9-10 in favor of A5. Lots and lots of slow gameplay coming from Dying Kinda Sucks. It's working, it's not working. Let's hope to see if maybe they can get just a full commitment here. Because when you think about it, really the most that can be on a site usually is two people. So if you get a 2v5, the odds of you really winning that are incredibly high. But Dying Kinda Sucks are taking a little bit of time to get some information, which is causing A5 to rotate. But here into the next round, Experience is going to be taken out, gets taken out by Avatar. A Frost is going to get 2 kills in return out of A main, as all 5 members of Dying Kinda Sucks are in that A main area. As Frosty's going to be ulting into the A main, gets a pick on Mercu, making it a 2v4 in favor of A5. Shock darts coming out from Frosty into A main, as these last 2 members of Dying Kinda Sucks are sitting in that A main area. West Alice is gets a pick on GG, by the way, to make Sanguine the only one alive for the Dying Kinda Sucks squad, but gets taken out by Frosty. And that's another win for A5. Yet again, they have those 5 members there. They do get a pick. It kind of sucks that Frosty was able to get that pick in return, the 2 picks in return, but at that point, you just gotta commit. And they're just not doing it.
Right here. Right here.
All right, it does look like Dying Kinda Sucks are doing more of a split yet again. The bomb is on the floor outside of B main here with 2 members of Dying Kinda Sucks, as they have 3 members in the A main area. Oh, and the big push coming from A5. 3 members taking that mid control. Clinical's going to be getting a pick on Black Swan in A main. But they do have so much mid control. The bomb buddy's going to be going down to Experience here in mid link. It sees GG, by the way, and Experience is going to be able to get that pick on GG, by the way, in mid link. Avatar is top cat. It is a 3v5 in favor of A5 here, with A5 getting that massive mid control. Sanguine's going to be stuck here in the B main area. Gets a shot off there. Gets a pick on Go Ask Alice. Artemis is going to get the kill in return. Artemis does see one of the members, Mercu here. Avatar's going to get a pick on experience here from Top Cat. Avatar's
One
getting
enemy
another pick
remaining.
on Frosty, but Clinical does get that return kill on Avatar in mid with the op. And the last member from That Kind of Sucks gets taken out by Artemis Unknown outside of that B main area. And it's just
Match
unfortunate.
point.
These slow takes are not working out, and A5 is really paying attention, and they're learning that, hey, Dying Kind of Sucks, they're not committing, you know? And if they don't commit, we take a gamble. You know, we either push out A or push out B. But they decided to push 3 people mid and take that mid control away from him. And, you know, when you're deciding to put all your eggs in one basket, you know, and go B, it's tough. You do get picked out from behind like that.
Placing alarm bot.
But it does look like they send 4 members through the B main area. As
Bomb buddy out.
Avatar is lurking. Bomb is rotating through spawn as Experience takes out Sanguine outside of B main. Experience pushing out with the ult. Does see Mercu, but Mercu's able to take out Experience, and Artemis is get that return frag on.
One enemy remaining.
A5 Frosty pushing out of A main to get that pick on GG, by the way. To put it a 1v4. You know, for Black Swan, and Black Swan
Defenders win.
could not hold it down, and Goas gets the last kill of the game to make the game 9-13, with A5 taking that win, putting them 1-2 in the series, and That Kind of Sucks 0-3. And man, what a good game. In the first round is very, very neck and neck, but A5 was able to really learn what was going on with That Kind of Sucks and capitalize on it. And I really like to see a lot. I really like to see a lot more mid control, but it was just tough for him. You know, A5 realized that, hey, let's push out, let's get some more control of the map, and it worked out for them. That kind of sucks. Just every single round on attack was just a little bit too slow, and they didn't commit. Lots of rotates coming out that didn't work for them, and you know, A5 is getting a lot more distance on the map, a lot more space taken from A5. Was able to come from behind, from every angle on defense, which is very tough. But really, really good defensive gameplay coming from A5. And hopefully here soon, we'll begin an interview with one of the members of A5. And it'd be really interesting to hear what was going on through their heads during that last half. Because from my point of view, A5 was adapting very, very well to what Dying Kind of Sucks was doing. And you could see that. And then pushed them up to 9-13. In the first half, I thought it was going to be a very, very close game. But that second half, A5 really, really held it down. And they use their brains to kind of, you know, decipher what's going on. But it does look like we're going to be having an interview with Clinical here, one of the members of A5. It is their bronze member. It'd be good to hear from him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with A5 Clinical. How you doing, bud?
Oh man, let me tell you, it just feels great to get that first win. You know, me and the boys, and the girls, let's not forget it. You know, we've really been working hard these past couple weeks, and it really feels good for all the hard work to pay off. You know.
Heck yeah, man. Congratulations. It was a really convincing win in that second half there. It was incredibly close in the first half, but it did seem like you guys really, really figured out what Dying Kind of Sucks was doing and was able to take those last couple rounds there. What was going through your mind in that second half to push you guys up so much?
Oh man, well, you know, going into the match, you know, we are very confident as a team in our defense side. You know, we know that if as long as we keep it even while we're attacking, we're probably going to win the game. And you know, when you just have such great players on your team, such great minds like Frosty and Alice, you know, it just simplifies the game so much. It makes the game easy, you know, just having these guys just practically, you know, tell me what they're doing the entire game pretty much. It just makes it easy to buy an op and click on them, you know?
Yeah, that's really, really good to hear. And going off of that, without revealing too many of your strats, what's the communication dynamic of your team? Like who's talking more, who's making the play calls?
I definitely I would say that we don't really have like a super dedicated IGL. Obviously, being a player of his pedigree, Frosty just naturally kind of rises to the top as the in round shot caller. Often calling our rotates and stuff we're doing and stuff like that. But it's definitely a really it's a really just a team effort. We all are very vocal during the round. We're all trying to put our opinions in on what we should be doing. Sometimes for better and sometimes for worse too. So
Yeah, definitely. Um, now you're the lowest ranked member on A5. Is that correct?
yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you this. How do you feel about the league having a team skill cap? And also, how do you think that personally affects your gameplay?
Um, Honestly, the way that the league dynamic is set up, I'm personally a really huge fan of it. I really think it's set up so that players like me um, can have an opportunity to perform. There's not necessarily. I mean, obviously, let's see if I'm in a full immortal lobby, I'm dropping like 2 kills. Let's just, like, come on, let's be honest. But I'm really appreciative of the format that it allows players like me to have a good time.
That's awesome, man. And last question for you. This might be a weird one, but it's always interesting to see. And I've heard that there's 15-year-old Radiant players and whatnot. What's
Yeah.
the average age of your whole team?
Um, I think the average age is probably like 22. I think I'm 21 and I think we have one 20-year-old, but I think the rest of us are 22. So, we are a little bit getting to the boomer side of things. Hopefully by the finals my reaction time doesn't slow down or anything,
Yeah.
but yeah.
All right. Well, maybe sometime you can tell me how old Alice is, because no one really knows. Um, but awesome, man. Congrats on your win. I can't wait to see more coming from A5. You have a
Yeah,
good night,
man,
bud.
thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a great game. It was very fun to see the back and forth from Die Kinda Sucks and A5, but A5 was able to take it up to get their first one of the season. And I will be back here to see you later. You guys have a good rest of your night.